We put 0W20, 5W30, and 5W40 through a brutal torture test, and the results are terrifying. The factory recommended oil, the one in your owner's manual, actually failed. It didn't just run hotter, it let wear metals skyrocket while the engine was still young. Your owner's manual is written for compliance, not longevity. It's optimized for fuel economy tests, emissions, and warranty averages, not for extreme heat, high mileage, or real-world wear. The manufacturers care about hitting government targets. They don't necessarily care if your engine hits 300,000 miles. So, instead of just arguing about it, we actually tested it. Number 2. The engine we used. No tricks, no bias. To keep the comparison fair, we used a modern 4-cylinder naturally aspirated engine with tight factory tolerances and direct injection. We kept everything identical. The driving conditions, the cycle, the oil filters, and even the fuel. The only variable we changed was the oil viscosity. We broke it down into 3 phases. Phase 1, 0W20 full synthetic. Phase 2, 5W30 full synthetic. Phase 3, 5W40 full synthetic. Each oil ran for 7,500 miles, backed by used oil analysis, UOA, precise temperature logging, and a full wear inspection. No marketing hype, just the raw data. Number 3. Why these 3 oils are so different. Before we reveal the results, you need to understand what actually happens when you change your oil's viscosity. Think of 0W20 as ultra-thin at operating temperature. It's designed to kill friction and squeeze out an extra 0.5 to 1 mile per gallon. But that comes at a cost. A thinner oil film means you have almost zero margin for error under extreme heat or heavy loads. Then you have 5W30, the balanced middle ground. It offers a stronger film at high temperatures and has historically been the sweet spot for engine durability. Finally, there's 5W40, the heavyweight. It's the thickest at operating temperature and offers the highest shear stability. It's built for heat, stress, and long service intervals. Every oil makes a trade-off. The real question is, which trade-off actually keeps your engine alive the longest? Number 4, Phase 1 results, 0W20, the manufacturer favorite. Let's start with the oil most people use, 0W20. On paper, it looks like a winner. It gives you fast cold start lubrication and the lowest internal friction, boosting fuel economy by about 0.7 miles per gallon. But inside the engine, the story changes. Our data showed oil temperatures ran 8 to 12 degrees Fahrenheit hotter on average, and by 7,500 miles, we saw a 13% loss in viscosity. The lab results were clear. Increased levels of iron and aluminum wear metals. It wasn't a total failure, but the wear was noticeably higher. Our inspection even showed light varnish and a dangerously thin oil film left on parts after shutdown. The mechanics take? This oil works, but it's working way too hard. It leaves you with zero room for error. Number 5, the hidden problem with 0W20. Here's the part nobody talks about. 0W20 has the smallest safety margin. That means it's incredibly sensitive to heat and shears down way faster under a heavy load. In the real world, think stop-and-go traffic, long highway hauls, or summer heat. The oil thins out and the film strength drops sooner than you'd think. It's not going to blow up your engine tomorrow, but it is going to kill it slowly over time. You're trading engine life for a tiny bump in fuel economy. Number 6, Phase 2 results. 5W30, the middle ground. Next, we switched to 5W30. Same engine, same driving, same interval. But the difference was immediate. Oil temperatures dropped by 6 to 9 degrees Fahrenheit, and viscosity loss stayed under 5%. Most importantly, wear metals plummeted by 35 to 40%. That isn't just an opinion, that's cold, hard lab data. Inside the engine, the bearings looked cleaner, and the cam lobes showed a much stronger oil film with less varnish overall. As for fuel economy, it only dropped by 0.3 miles per gallon compared to the 0W20. We're talking about pennies at the pump to save your engine. Number 7, why mechanics quietly prefer 5W30. When we talked to veteran technicians, the feedback was identical across the board. One master mechanic put it perfectly. If I want an engine to last, I don't chase thin oil, I chase stability. The The 5W30 provided better thermal control, superior shear resistance, and a much better long-term wear balance. It wasn't trying to win a fuel economy trophy or please a government regulator. It was simply trying to protect the metal. Number 9, Phase 3 results. 5W40, the heavyweight contender. Finally, we move to the oil many drivers assume is the holy grail of protection. 5W40. On paper, it looks unbeatable. You get a thicker oil film, higher high temperature viscosity, and incredible shear resistance. In certain situations, this stuff absolutely shines. We were impressed to see oil temperatures drop another 3 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit compared even to the 5W30. The stability was insane. Viscosity loss was almost non-existent, staying under 2% after 7,500 miles. Where metals like iron and copper were at rock bottom levels. Under sustained loads, like long highway pulls or high RPM driving, 5W40 was rock solid. But then, we noticed something important. Number 10, where 5W40 starts to work against you. Protection isn't just about thickness, it's about flow. Our data revealed a catch. 5W40 flows slower on cold starts and adds internal drag. On short trips, that extra thickness provides zero benefit. It just creates pumping resistance. The verdict? 5W40 is a specialist, not an all-rounder. It's a beast for heavy loads, but overkill for a 10-minute commute. You're just making the engine work harder for protection you aren't even using. Number 11, side-by-side comparison, real results. After identical use, here is how the data actually stacks up. 0W20, best fuel economy, but the highest wear metals and the fastest viscosity breakdown. It wins the MPG race, but loses the longevity war. 5W30, near optimal oil temperatures and the lowest overall wear balance. It's the undisputed king of everyday protection. 5W40, unbeatable in extreme heat and heavy-duty stability, but total overkill for light-duty driving. Number 12, the clear winner and why it was unexpected. If this were a track day shootout, 5W40 would have walked away with the crown. If this were a government emissions lab, 0W20 would take the trophy. But for the rest of us dealing with real-world traffic, blistering heat, and high-mileage wear, 5W30 provided the ultimate engine defense. It's not the thinnest, it's not the thickest. It is the most balanced. Number 13, why 5W30 in the real world? Here is why 5W30 won. A rock-solid film without the heavy drag. It stays stable across all temperatures, offering elite protection with zero cold start penalty and invisible fuel loss. It protected better than 0W20 and flowed faster than 5W40. It didn't game the regulations, it just protected the metal. Number 14, what manufacturers don't advertise. Here is the truth. Many engines spec'd for 0W20 were actually validated on 5W30. The shift to thinner oil wasn't a breakthrough in engineering. It was a surrender to fuel mandates and emissions targets. That is why the exact same engine runs 0W20 in the US, but 5W30 or 5W40 overseas. The metal didn't change, only the priorities did. Number 15. So, what oil should you use? Here is the no-hype breakdown. Use 0W20 if you're in a freezing climate. Stick to short trips and prioritize every last drop of fuel economy. Use 5W30 if you want maximum engine life. It's the perfect choice for mixed driving, hotter weather, and anyone planning to keep their car for the long haul. Use 5W40 if you tow, track your car, or drive like a madman. It's built for extreme heat, turbos, and heavy load engines. This isn't about right or wrong oil. It's about matching your oil to your reality.